Greetings to everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I am Dr. Rana Basil Mehmood and today we will discuss our new lecture. Let's start our video. First of all, we will talk about fertilization and development of Conceptus. चलिए वीडियो के अंत तक देखते रहिए. Now we will talk about genes and chromosomes. The hereditary material carried out in the nucleus of each somatic cell determines an individual's physical characteristics. This material called deoxyribonucleic acid, जिसे DNA कहेंगे, forms thread-like strands known as chromosomes. Each chromosome is composed of many smaller segments of DNA referred to as gene. Then, all normal human somatic cells contain 46 chromosomes arranged as 23 pair of homologous, जिसे matched chromosomes कहेंगे. One chromosome of each pair is inherited from each parent. There are 22 pairs of autosomes which control most traits in the body and one pair of sex chromosomes which determine sex and some other traits. इसका last point है, the large female chromosomes is the X chromosome, the tiny male chromosome is the Y chromosome. After that, we will talk about patterns of genetic transmission. Multifactorial disorders, जिसमें include है spina bifida, anencephalic unifactorial disorder, Marfan syndrome, phenylketonuria, and last one है sickle cell anemia. Then we will talk about conception. Cell division. Cells are reproduced by two different methods, mitosis and meiosis. In mitosis, the body cells replicate to yield two cells with the same genetic makeup as the parent cells. First, the cell makes a copy of its DNA, then it divides, and each daughter cell receives one copy of the genetic material. The purpose of mitotic division is for growth and development or cell replacement. After that, meiosis produces gametes, जिसे eggs and sperms कहेंगे. Each homologous pair of chromosomes contains one chromosome received from the mother and one from the father. Thus, meiosis results in cells that contain one of each of the 23 pairs of chromosomes. Second point है, because these germ cells contain 23 signal chromosomes, half of the genetic material of a normal somatic cell, they are termed haploid. और third point है, when the female gametes, जिसे egg और ovum कहेंगे, and the male gamete, जिसे spermatozoon कहेंगे, unite to form the zygote, the diploid number of human chromosomes, जो कि 46 or 23 pairs है, is restored. Then, ovum. Meiosis, the process by which germ cells divide and decrease their chromosomal number by half, occurs in the female in the ovarian follicles and produces an egg or ovum. Each month, one usually ovum matures with a host of surrounding sportive cells. After that, at ovulation, the ovum is released from the ruptured ovarian follicle. Second point है, high estrogen levels increase the motility of the uterine tubes, so their cilia are able to capture the ovum and propel it through the tube towards the uterine cavity. An ovum cannot move by itself. Then, two protective layers surround the ovum. The inner layer is a thick acellular layer, the zona pellucida. The outer layer, the corona radiata, is composed of elongated cells. Then we will talk about gametogenesis. When the male reaches puberty, his testes begin the process of spermatogenesis. The cells that undergo meiosis in the male are termed as spermatocytes. After that, we will talk about fertilization. Fertilization takes place in the ampulla of the uterine tube. When a sperm successfully penetrates the membrane surrounding the ovum, both sperm and ovum are enclosed within the membrane and the membrane becomes impenetrable to other sperm. This is termed the zonal reaction. The second meiotic division of the oocyte is then completed and the ovum nucleus becomes the female pronucleus. The head of the sperm enlarges to become the male pronucleus and the tail degenerates. The nuclei fuse and the chromosomes combine, restoring the diploid number, that is 46. Conception, the formation of the zygote has been achieved. After that, Mitotic cellular replication called cleavage begins as the zygote travels the length of the uterine tube into the uterus. This voyage takes 3 to 4 days. Because the fertilized egg divides rapidly with no increase in size, successively smaller cells, blastomeres, are formed with each wear. A 16-cell morula, a solid ball of cells, is produced within 3 days and is still surrounded by a protective zona pellucida. Then we will talk about our last slide, which is embryo and fetus. Pregnancy lasts approximately 10 lunar months, that is 9 calendar months, 40 weeks and 280 days. Length of pregnancy is computed from the first day of the last menstrual period, that is LMP, until the day of birth. However, conception occurs approximately 2 weeks after the first day of the LMP. Thus, the post-conception age of the fetus is 2 weeks less for a total of 266 days or 38 weeks. Post-conception age is used in the discussion of the fetal development. After that, intrauterine development is divided into 3 stages. First one ovum or pre-embryonic, second one embryo and last one fetus. I hope कि ये all information आपके लिए helpful होगी. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching our this video.